Hello everyone and welcome to today's video. This is going to be my desk tour. I want to show you my minimalist desk setup and what kind of a desk I have, what kind of things I have in my desk, why. But before we can get started, I need to clean it up because look at this. This will not work for a desk tour, so let's clean it up. Things to clean up. This is actually a hat my son started knitting and I'm really proud of him. I'm going to bring that to his school, and this is chocolate. I'm just going to eat it up to clean it up. So I think we're ready for the desk tour. The desk itself, I actually got it recently, I think about a month ago, and I bought it secondhand. Nearing the end of my university studies, I decided that I just do not want to have a desk anymore, went into minimalism more and more, and decided that working from the couch or from the bed is gonna be enough. I don't want a desk, I don't need a desk, and I decluttered mine that I really didn't like. And just like a few months ago, I realized that maybe a desk would be a good idea again. And because I try to be as sustainable as possible and not wasteful, we gave my old desk to my boyfriend's brother that uses it now, I think. And I bought this one secondhand. That was important to me. But I wanted to make sure that this desk is better, more so one that I like and want to be using for many years. So I made sure that I have like a solid wood desk. I wanted to have one drawer to put stuff in, to like just keep things at my desk without making it looking cluttered. And I'm gonna show you a few clips of how we went and picked it up. We do not have a car, so we usually just use public transport or go by foot. And my boyfriend was a huge help, and it was snowing, so I had to wipe it down and make sure that it's clean. That's something I would do anyways, but also that it's not too wet, because it does have some kind of a coating that could get ruined if it's too wet. It has a lot of like water stains and I don't really care, but I didn't really want to have it like to risk even more if it's not necessary. So the lighting situation is really unstable. It's clouds and sun and changing all the time. I'm sorry for that. I hope you can see everything well. Before we start the actual desk tour, I want to mention the chair that I'm using. So I'm using just this regular, it's a secondhand IKEA chair that we use as our like kitchen table chairs we use to eat, and we have one extra one, so that's this one. Just I use it because it matches. Usually I would use my like wooden stool here that I made in school when I was 16 or something, but the color just doesn't match as well, and so we're using this one as a side table next to our couch right now. So now to the actual desk tour. So this is my desk. And we're gonna take away the chair so you can see it properly. It's just like a medium-sized solid wood old desk. It has one drawer that I'm gonna show you just in a moment, but we're gonna start with things that I keep on my desktop. So this is my laptop, and it's the Dell XPS 15. It's an older model, it's not the newest one, but it's kind of the most powerful window laptop for video editing that I know, and I'm not willing to change it for an Apple device. So that's the one I went with, and I'm pretty happy, but since a few months it's really breaking down and I really need to think about changing it again. And so one of the things is that I cannot use it without the power cord plugged in at all times. The other thing is the USB-C thing is not working properly anymore, so I keep my hard drive on here all the time, because if I unplug it, it might take like 10 tries to plug it in again. And these are also my headphones. It's Apple headphones, like the ones you get for free with the devices, but I got them secondhand from somebody that didn't use them, just because these are the ones that fit my ears best. I have tiny ears, and so everything that's like properly in ear hurts. On my desk I also have a small plant. It's just one of our house plants to add a little something alive. Yeah, it's just a random one, not much thought behind it. And I also keep my current books. So it's the books that I haven't read, I want to be reading, or the books that I also have read, but not brought to like one of these open bookshelves where everybody can just bring and take books however they want. That's what I usually do whenever I'm done reading a book. Moving on to the side, I have this hook here to hook my WAYKS backpack and also my small bag that you cannot properly see right now. Let's see. It's this one right here, very small, just for the essentials. They are both from WAYKS, and I'm gonna link you this brand down below. They are an amazing, sustainable startup from Germany, and I love their products and I can highly recommend them. So if you need a new backpack or bag, go check them out. We got this hook secondhand too. It's just like a basic metal hook that I think we got for another like reason, but we still had it, so I used it for this purpose. Then, moving on to the drawer. Yeah, it's an old one. It doesn't have any like rolls to slide well, but I like it this way. So it's solid and it won't break. So what we have in here is basically all of my documents. They are in this thing, also my journal and like some paper to take notes on. The only pen I own. And if you want to know more about the documents I keep in paper form and how I just handle digitizing them and everything like that, I'm gonna link you another video that could be interesting for you too. In here I have extra toiletries that I don't use on a regular basis, just because I don't need them in my bathroom, and I think keeping them here is a good idea, like my lip balm and my deodorant and some stuff I only need when traveling. This is my wallet. There's also a wallet tour up on my channel that I can link you as well. Also for my bathroom products, it's just a piece of like tissues because I have a bit of a cold right now. We got those for free at the like pharmacy or something. My extra battery for my camera, my extra hard drives that are not on my desktop, and back there we have another pouch. Let me go grab it. And in here we just have all like cables and also some coins from other currencies and just all the miscellaneous things that you have at a desk. I do have to say I do not own a lot of like stationary stuff because my boyfriend has that, or I just don't need it because I try to be as paperless as possible. So maybe if you don't see things like that, it's just because I don't own them. So that's my desk tour, but maybe why do I want to have a desk again? So I just realized I spent a lot of time editing and answering emails, just a lot of time on my computer, and working from the couch or from my bed all the time is just not very practical. And the other like big thing is that I'm just not as good at putting everything back into the drawer where it belonged, and so we will kind of clutter up our living room, and that's not something I want to do. So now I have a space for everything again. A place where it belongs in the living room, where I don't have to like bring it out every day and put it back every day, and that just makes everything easier. Also, I wanted to talk about like the overall vibe or reason or what I'm going for here, and that's just making things simple. So as you might know, I kind of stopped wanting to be an extreme minimalist and realized a few months ago that I just need to change something there. I'm also going to link you the video up here where I talk more about that. But that pretty much means that I want to allow myself to have things that make my everyday life easier. And since I don't think that I'm going to be like a digital nomad in the next few years, that makes sense to me, to have a desk, for example. So I do not want to be super strict with not having anything on my desk. I do have a plant, which is not something that's super necessary, but it's nice. The way you could see it at the beginning of this video, this is not how it looks normally. This was just extremely cluttered, but even then I was able to clean everything up in like 10 minutes, and that's also important to me. Everything needs to have its place. It cannot just be a landing zone of things that do not have a place here. That's not how it's supposed to be, and therefore I also am very happy that I do have a drawer to put things in and have like a place for everything there as well. And this desk just gives me that certain space that's dedicated to work. And that's also something that I'm trying to implement a bit more for my work-life balance. A space for working where I could put things down, don't need to take them away if I'm doing something else, like if I would put it on our family couch. Now, if you have any other questions, leave them back down below in the comments. I try to answer them as good as possible, as many as possible. And now I do really recommend you check out my evening routine, because there you can see my desk in action, how I use it, what I do, and I think you're gonna enjoy it. So I hope to see you there. Bye!